waiting for the punchline. So she said, doctor, what about the pain from the gallstones? And you said...
I said, don't worry. It'll pass.
That's the worst thing I ever heard.
Well, I didn't think she'd get it, and she didn't.
Fortunately.
What is this?
I don't know.
Dear Lesley and Rick, Mike and I went Christmas shopping. Oh, sounds like fun. Had a pizza. Mike fell asleep on the couch, so I put him to bed. I'm in my room studying. Do not disturb. Amy. She has a real way with words.
You know what the worst part is, don't you?
What?
Knowing her there's no pizza left.
Well, even if there was, I'm sure Mike gave it to Corky.
That dog lately eats better than I do.
Hey, how'd you like some Chinese food?
I would like anything that will come to me.
Well, I'll tell him it's a medical emergency. Surgeon must operate. Needs food. Oh, what is it?
Rick.
Yeah?
I miss Alice.
I miss her, too.
I just can't imagine how it could have been for her, having that secret and having to be charming and sweet and warm and loving and efficient, and it must have been terrible. I get it.
Madam Wong's, yes, I'd like to order 2 of those, the really neat dinners, the number...
Mr. Kelly, do come in.
Mr. Kelly?
Yeah.
It's a little formal, isn't it? Didn't you call me Joe at one time?
Fella, I think, actually. But since tonight is a business meeting, I thought Mr. Kelly would be, you know, what you say, more appropriate.
I see. Well, think of my predicament, though. I mean, you're Dr. Weber, he's Dr. Weber. By the time we straighten out which Dr. Weber I'm talking to, we could waste a very valuable meeting.
Joe?
Aye.
No, that's fine. There'll be somebody here for me.
Joe, what's happening with Alice?
You got it.
She's still in jail. It's tough. I'm kind of torn by what I did.
Joe, it's not your fault. You were attempting to get at the truth.
No, I just wonder if I would have been as efficient and as relentless if I would have known what the outcome was going to be.
Why is she still in jail?
Very simply because the judge wants her to be.
He can't think that Alice Grant poses a grave threat to society.
I don't know what he thinks. It's hard to read the man's mind. He's just paid to be impartial.
Okay, look, does he understand that the only reason that she didn't come forward before now was because she literally was afraid of Heather?
You know it and I know it. Just try and tell anybody else that.
Well, personally, I think the crime is trying Alice. She was attempting to stop a murder, to prevent a crime.
It was an accident, for goodness sake.
Joe, why can't the charges just be dropped now that the facts are out?
Charges have already been filed.
But manslaughter, Joe, it doesn't even describe what went on.
Oh, Scotty said he's going to try and get the charges reduced. But this DA really wants it, and he's got a confession so he can get any conviction that he wants.
All right, I understand that part, but it doesn't explain to me why Alice is still in jail and Heather's out.
Well, Scotty, I'll try and change that, too. He said that he's going to try and have her out by the end of the week.
Speaking of Scotty, what do you think about this thing with the divorce papers being destroyed?
I know I spoke to Luke and Laura, and they said that they saw the smeared handwriting.
Does that mean that this divorce is never going to be valid?
That's right, this one won't, no. Of their options, I told them that I thought they should go to Reno.
That would take 6 weeks.
Well, yeah, well, they got to establish residency in Nevada.
Are they going to do it?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. If I were them, I would do it, and fast. Well, no, I understand your concern. This guy Durnley's reputation is far less than spotless.
Yes, I hear he's one tough character.
Well, I wear the same waterfront armor that he does, and there'll be a battle, but we'll give and take on both sides, and I think we'll come up with a deal that's agreeable to both sides.
Dinner!
I'll get it.
Would you like to join us for dinner? This
No,
place makes the best chicken in a basket
No, I had
bag
some
you
of
ever had.
Kelly's chili a little earlier, and I don't think you're supposed to eat it in a month that has R in it or something. That's just...
You'll take a rain check?
What is this?
Thank you. I'd love one.
He's going
You're
to take
leaving
a
and
rain
I stay?
check.
No, I have to. I've eaten.
Pick it up soon. We have a short attention span.
I love it.
Thanks for No, appreciate it.
I'll give you a call as soon as I talk to Durnley.
I'll be looking forward to it.
All right.
Thank you, Pardon. So cute, but he's always in the way.
I know.
Okay, you drive carefully.
I will.
Take care.
I will. I'm
Be a
on my way.
good boy.
Go eat your dinner.
Well.
Bye.
And
Stay
keep
warm.
your head covered. All right. Ready, ready. Boy, am I ready.
Why don't we eat here, and then I'll light a fire in the fireplace.
Oh, that's a nice idea. We can leave the food on the table and place us on the floor.
Very, very romantic. But we may be missing one thing.
Why?
You just put yourself on the floor and I'll show you. Okay?
I love banquets. Oh, that's so sweet. That's lovely. All right.
I just don't quite believe that you're still eating.
You have to pace yourself. It's like long-distance running.
I remembered what I wanted to ask you.
You already did. The answer is yes.
No, this is something different. You don't know all the answers all the time. I want to know what you want for Christmas.
To be Mrs. Rick Weber.
We're working on that. That'll happen, but not until we get Alice out of jail, right? We agree?
Yeah, but Joe said that could be next week. We really should make some plans, you know.
All right, now is as good a time as any.
Okay. I've been thinking about it some. And, I think I'd like it to be just family.
I agree.
Oh, good. And it could be lovely and warm and simple, very personal.
Absolutely.
Watch Mrs. Whitaker and the Grange ladies show up with the county fair.
Oh, no. That's going to be very secretive, and we will do it and sneak it in before Christmas.
A covert operation, in and out before they know what hit them. The bride will wear a trench coat.
You mean not having Delphina, Fina, whatever her name is, fly in here and design your wedding dress?
Actually, I already have my dress.
You have your... Leslie, when did you get a dress?
A couple of days after that night in Beecher's Corners.
You don't waste time, do you?
Well, I've had it for a long time. I just had to wait for you to propose.
Why is it that very often you are about 10 paces ahead of me? Why?
Because I'm smarter and cuter.
No, I think it's because you're more cuddly. Yes, you're very cuddly. There's one thing we haven't talked about.
What?
Our honeymoon.
What do you think about going to the Caribbean? White sand beaches, romantic music, beautiful moonlight.
I think that would be fantastic. You don't have to say another word.
Good. And what do you think about the week after next to get married?
Oh, I think the sooner the better.
Gosh, you're agreeable lately.
Well, that's because I am under the influence of a very extremely gorgeous, beautiful woman.
Oh, you keep talking like that, and I'm going to attack your body and not let you go.
I've got to be at the clinic at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.